Welcome back, Canonites. Halo comics have been on a bit of a winning streak as of late with Rise of Atriox and Collateral Damage, so when a comic surrounding the legendary Spartan 2 sniper Linda 058 was announced, well, I made a video exclaiming my excitement, so yeah. We're in 2019 now, the comic has arrived, and I have to say we're off to a pretty good start. Written by Ann Toole with art provided by Kieran McCohen, Lone Wolf follows Linda 058 as she's sent to hunt down a wanted Oni scientist. Not much else to say for now, so let's dive in. This is Halo Lone Wolf. Our story opens with Blue Team Fred, Kelly, and Linda running what I presume is a war game simulation on a very familiar location, Ivory Tower. Kelly and Fred seem to be going up against Linda, who twice manages to evade and take them out, right away showing Linda as a capable lone operator and sniper. The match comes to a close with some quippy banter between Kelly and Linda before the latter is called to the command deck. There, Linda meets with a UNSC officer and a smart AI named Athos, whose avatar is the musketeer of the same name from the Three Musketeers. The officer briefs Linda on her mission, which is to track down and eliminate one Dr. Chen Bax, a scientist who tried to steal top-secret tech from Oni. Before he could be captured, he disappeared during the fall of Reach along with a UNSC frigate called Promise of Dawn. Incidentally, the fall of Reach is noted as being last year, which firmly sets the story in 2553. When exactly is unknown, but I'd be willing to bet it's sometime after the events of Halo Last Light. Anyway, 24 hours earlier, Oni received a distress call from the Promise originating on a planet called Sefun 3. Unfortunately, there are two complications. First, Sefun 3 still has vestiges of the Covenant that control much of the planet. Second, the distress call used Covenant encryption tech, meaning that this could very well be a trap. Naturally, Linda accepts and is deployed along with Athos, making Linda the second member of Blue Team to work with an AI chronologically speaking. Fred wouldn't work with one until December of that year. Linda and Athos arrive at Sefun 3, communication with the service being blocked by those Covenant vestiges. After a brief humorous exchange, Athos noting that it's just him and Linda now, Linda giving him a blank stare, Athos saying, "Come now, it wouldn't be so bad, how many AI have you worked with?" and Linda asking how many Spartans Athos has worked with. The two head to the source of the transmission. On Sefun 3, they find a dead human in UNSC gear, and Linda elects to wait for someone to come get the body, much to Athos' protest. A day later, two more humans show up. Through their dialogue, we can confirm that the dead human was the one who made the distress call. Further, the two say that the UNSC abandoned them, which I have a feeling is something Chen told them and convinced them of more than anything. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out in future issues. The two humans wrap up the dead body and get ready to set out. We learn further that Chen is apparently close to repairing, or as one character says, resurrecting the Promise so they can leave. As they head back to their camp, Ibiesh and Kigyar start appearing. Linda takes out a couple that sneak up on the pair, leaving the two to deal with any others, which they manage to do. And pausing a moment, one Kigyar is shown to be wielding an energy cutlass, something we haven't seen since Halo Helljumpers and was first introduced in Halo Contact Harvest. The energy cutlass is a Covenant melee weapon composed of a complex arrangement of chemicals, plasma, and a shard of blamite, aka the material needler rounds are made of. And like a needler round, they can explode when embedded in a soft target, though we've sadly never seen that in visual media as of yet. Maybe a future issue might grant that request? Anyway, moving on, the two humans, Shell and Hala, make it back to the camp where they're greeted by a man named Davidson and soon meet up with Dr. Chen himself. After reporting their situation, Chen gives this grand speech of sorts, praising the dead man, Martel, for what he did to help, but also noting that Martel ultimately didn't believe in quote-unquote us, as Chen puts it, that he'd, quote, put his faith in a losing battle. I don't know about y'all, but I got some major cult vibes during this section. Chen even notes that the group are humanity's last hope, as if they believe that the war is lost and that they are all that's left. Now, I can understand that some people might have that perspective, I can understand where it comes from, but I can't help but question Chen's motivations for espousing that. I can't help but wonder if maybe he propagated that himself. As Chen goes on, Linda gets into position to take him out, but before she can, drones appear. Athos asks if Linda was tailed, but she denies this. More Covenants show up, Linda taking them out as survivors head for shelter. The shelters don't do much though, as elites just storm through, bypassing Davidson and Shell Gomez, heading straight for Chen and a woman with a baby. Luckily, they're saved by Linda. With the Covenant dealt with, everyone seems calm until Linda points her rifle at Chen, and the comic comes to an end. And wow, what a start. The first issue is undeniably set up for what's to come in the 3 following issues, but damn does it do its job well, getting the reader ready for what will surely be a bit of a ride. Right off the bat, we get to see the truly murky nature of ONI and UNSC operations, as during the briefing, Linda asks about the other survivors, and the ONI officer tells her to rescue them as possible, but does so in a very dismissive manner. And we can see that Linda is very much a part of that system, as she doesn't question it or make any indication that the response bothers her. Love it. Love it. Athos, of course, is a great AI companion, basically there to get more dialogue out of Linda, who is normally the quiet type, to put it mildly. The two have clashing personalities and mission philosophies, with Athos on a couple occasions questioning Linda's method, but Linda sticking to what she knows. It's a great dynamic that will, I hope, allow us as readers to get into Linda's head and mindset without forcing some unnecessary character arc or anything like that. So yeah, great setup for what's to come, and I can't wait to see where this story leads. The next issue's description is as follows. With Dr. Chen, a dangerous ex-ONI scientist, in her sights, Spartan Linda 058 and her AI companion must find a way to end the threat posed by Chen and evacuate the endangered humans in the settlement. But as the Covenant prepare to stage an assault, Linda discovers that Chen holds the key to a secret that could endanger all of humanity if it fell into the wrong hands. So not much to dissect at this point, but it seems, based on what we know of issue 3, that Chen is going to remain alive for a while, probably until the final issue at least. I do hope we aren't going to do something where Chen needs to be saved and then ultimately gets away though. I'm really hoping Chen and Linda will be forced to work together, but once she does that, what she needs to do, she kills him like she was originally ordered. She's a Spartan 2 after all, and that feels more like what we'd expect of a 2. But for now, we'll have to wait and see. I'm really eager to see what sort of ONI secrets Chen has that make him so dangerous. How about you? Thoughts so far? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and until next time, this has been Halo Canon. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing, and if you really love me, hit that notification bell and leave a thumbs up. These both really help out the channel. I wouldn't be where I am now without your views and support, so once again, thank you. Keep on being awesome, Canonites.